the community is planning a candlelight vigil tomorrow night to remember the victims.
From Global Lethbridge, this is News 5.
A soon-to-be implemented trade agreement
Oh,
in
yes.
Western Canada
Everyone
leaves some with unanswered questions. The Council of Canadians says the Trade Investment and Labour Mobility Agreement, or TILMA, gives corporations the ability to sue the BC and Alberta governments if a policy that protects public interests hurts their bottom line. Alison Hawkins explains.
Michael Grechewalski says this policy is a joke.
It's undemocratic and it's unconstitutional. They're tromping on our rights to be able to protect ourselves, as well as the rights for our elected officials to protect us as well.
TILMA was negotiated between former Alberta Premier Ralph Klein and British Columbia Premier Gordon Campbell and was put through last year on April 1st.
They did it very quietly, behind closed doors, modifying this agreement, entrenching these rights for business, and really undermining the public interest. So when we saw that process go through, it really kind of put up the flags for us.
The young Edmontonian says they began researching the policy and found the information presented misleading and complicated. But she is now trying to make it more clear to the public.
So something like a pesticide ban that has, that would be put in place, say, to prevent, cancer-causing neurotoxins from going in the air, because we realize it's not something that's healthy for our community, could be seen as a barrier to trade from a company who sells pesticides.
The policy is already in its beginning stages in British Columbia. It's being put through a 2-year normalization period here in Alberta and will be fully implemented in April of next year.
According to Grechewalski, TILMA is a lot like another project the federal government is working on, called the Security and Prosperity Partnership. That involves applying American standards in Canada.
TILMA is American standards. That is American regulatory standards. And so they're getting us used to them so the federal government can bring in the SPP and we won't say anything about it because we're already used to those types of standards and those types of regulations.
But Grechewalski thinks our country is strong enough without adopting standards from south of the border. Alison Hawkins, Global News.
The Council of Canadians, is starting up a campaign to help bring awareness about the policy. They plan to travel all across Alberta and British Columbia. Well, ambulance service in Alberta will soon be a provincial responsibility. The province